It's the oldest parenting trick in the book. You want a peaceful evening, take the little rugrats outside and run their butts into the ground. But I've got a suggestion for you. Do it for charity. Today's episode of Quality Time is brought to you by Baby Bjorn. Have you ever wondered why the Swedes are such fit people? Because from infancy, they use their own movement to create the natural motion in these Baby Bjorn babysitter balances. Baby Bjorn. Here's what I want you to do. Go out and sign yourself and the whole family up for a charity fun run somewhere. I've done this 3 or 4 times in the last year, and every single time it's an absolute hit. It's the best family outing that we've ever done. And why not? What's it all about? Getting the kids out of the house, encouraging them to be physically active, getting them engaged in the community, and ultimately starting some lessons about giving back. Hard to get signed up for a fun run? Not really. It's mostly a matter of just keeping your ears open. You hear these things advertised on the radio and TV all the time. If that's not getting it done, do you have a specialty running store in your city or neighborhood? These places usually maintain a website that's got a calendar of local running events. Here in Central Texas, it's a place called Runtex, and they've got a really inclusive calendar of all the charity runs that are happening here in Central Texas. The other thing you could do is just Google Race for the Cure and see if there's a breast cancer prevention run somewhere in your neck of the woods. What you're shopping for here is a 1K, if you're hoping that kids under 12 are going to finish the race under their own power. 5Ks are great stroller races if you've got a kid that's under 4 or 5 years old and they tolerate being in a stroller for 30 or 40 or 50 minutes, depending on your fitness level and pace. If you've got one of those tricked out Bob strollers or a Mutzi or something that can really go on the trails. If not, what you want is you're looking for a 1K, and kids 4 to 5 years old can generally finish a 1K. Kids as young as 4, and watch out because they'll kick your ass. I mean, they're competitive. Race day prep is hilarious. My kids get so serious and focused as they're pulling on their shoes. They throw on their gear from previous races, sort of start talking smack to me, and it's generally just a ball. The best part, however, is always pinning the number on their chest. They're just exploding with pride as you're doing that. Now, when it comes to the actual race, be ready, because you're gonna be humiliated, pretty much, if you're in the kind of shape I am. I'm built not so much for speed, more for beer. And my 6-year-old daughter last year basically humiliated me completely. I was worried that she might not be able to run 1K. It turns out I was counting that she couldn't. My most recent family fun run was a little bit different for me because I've been participating in the Fit Fat Fit Dad Challenge on DadLabs.com, started running a little bit, and decided I would sign up for a 10K. I signed up for the toughest race in Texas, designed by none other than Daddy Brad and his sick mind. Anyway, they also had a 1K. The kids were running in that with a family friend, and we all warmed up together getting ready for the 10K, including my oldest, who's 10, and he's very much a tween. And to him, I've become the goofball in the blue poncho and the knee socks on the sidelines of the soccer game that he's always rolling his eyes at. My stock is on the decline with my oldest. But anyway, I'm in the starting gate, I'm getting ready to go, and right before we go off, my oldest runs up and gives me the biggest hug. And he's obviously so excited and proud of me for running this race. And it really meant a lot. And so it's another good reason to participate in these races. You know, makes yourself a good role model for the kids. Anyway, if you've got stories about family fun runs that have worked for you, tips and tricks, please go on DadLabs.com, join the conversation there. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again to our sponsors, Baby Bjorn, and we'll see you next time here on Quality Time.